What's up, everybody? I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse as all of you may know me. Here with us is our co-hosts, Daniel and Chablima. Hello. We just finished talking about the top 5 things that we love the most about The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. You can go watch that video if you would like, or you can stay here and listen to us talk about the top 5 things that we dislike about the game, or the 5 things we would change to make it better. Again, this is a channel dedicated to Zelda, so just because the title says the top 5 things we hate about Zelda or that we would change doesn't mean that we are crapping on the game. It's one of my favorites. Everyone else likes it. So again, you can go watch the video. We're trying to not be biased here, so we're talking about both. So if there are some things that you would like to change about the game, comment them below. We'll all be in the comments talking with you, discussing. Give this video a like if you want to see us do similar videos like this in the future on other games. You can even leave games in the comments below that you would like to see us talk about. I think Daniel froze a bit. Are you there?
Oh, no.
Alright, I left and came back in to fix it, yeah.
You're back.
Alright, I'll just cut that part out. So,
okay.
Starting with Kayla this time. What would you change? Yeah, we started and ended with Daniel on the 5 things that we love the most. So now we're starting and ending with you. What is one of the things that you either hate the most about Majora's Mask, or what would you change it? If Miyamoto came to you, I guess technically Aonuma.
If Miyamoto came to me, I would be crying and like, please give me a hug and sign everything I own.
And sign this, and sign this, and sign this, please.
Yeah, so yes. Aonuma comes, knocks on your door. It's like, hey, Tubes, I need some help. We're bringing Majora's Mask to the Nintendo Switch, but we want to make sure that we get out all of the kinks that people didn't like about the 3DS version or the original version. What do we do to make this game better?
So,
no pressure.
For me, I personally really like dungeons. And I felt like there's a severe lack of dungeons in Majora's Mask, and I filled in all those blanks with all of our side quests, and they still kept the game really full and lots to do. And even then, like, in the dungeon, like, there was lots that you had to do in that time frame. Like, you had to collect all of the fairies, because you can't go back in time or you lose them all, and then it sucks to suck. Yeah, sucks to suck, everyone. But yeah, I think that's probably one of my very few complaints. I'll have to think of another one.
So you would add dungeons? What?
Just add more, like mini dungeons, or just like 8 instead of 4 dungeons, or?
Okay.
I like this game so much, so having to think of things that I want to change.
It's a hard topic because we have to pick apart. Like, it's, I'm pretty sure, a favorite among all 3 of us. So, but if you think about it, like, people say there was like 4 dungeons in the game and that's it, but really that's just the 4 main dungeons.
Yeah, because there's so much to do in the game.
Kind of a dungeon in itself.
Yeah.
The Gerudo Fortress is kind of a dungeon in itself as well. There's Epona Castle is also kind of a dungeon.
Dude.
A lot of people complained that Epona Castle was like really tedious.
I like it.
Yes, Jesse.
Okay, so what is the one mask? Okay, no. So whenever they remade Twilight Princess for the Wii U, if you tapped the amiibo, the Wolf Link amiibo, you could get access to the dungeon that they made.
Right.
So here's my thing. What is the one mask that had the least amount of uses? The Fierce Deity mask, right?
Okay, I was gonna say the pig one.
No, because you get the Fierce Deity mask at the very end of the game, and then you technically use it for the one boss fight. That's it. So, what if there's a Fierce Deity amiibo like the Wolf Link amiibo. You
That'd be
tap
so OP.
you tap the Fierce Deity amiibo. It takes you to a dungeon that you have to get through as Fierce Deity. So you can still push blocks around. And the thing is, there are enemies that attack you and stuff, but where Fierce Deity is so OP, you have no shield, is the main thing.
That's true.
So you can't defend, you have to be like all out offensive. Like if you're facing a Dark Nut, then yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, give us a Fierce Deity dungeon that kind of sheds a little bit of light on the mystery. Not quite.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
To like, you know, in Skyward Sword, right before the last time you fight Girahim, you have to go through like the Goblin Horde, and there's just. But by that point, your Master Sword is like upgraded, so you're kind of OP, and you're just one-shotting all of them. I just kind of opened a section of the dungeon like that, where you're just getting swarmed by enemies, but because you're Fierce Deity Link and you're so OP that you just tear through tons and tons of them at a time, it would be probably easy, but really fun to do.
Especially if you take the Romani Chateau milk.
Oh my goodness.
That way you can have like unlimited energy beams.
Unlimited power!
Yeah, so Daniel, what is the one thing that you hate the most or that you would change? See, that's the thing. If you title, like if I title this video, the top 5 things we hate about Majora's Mask, before people even watch the video, it's going to have a flood of hate comments. But if I title the video, how to make Majora's Mask better, or how to fix Majora's Mask, then you get a lot of nicer comments, even though it's the exact same video. It's just how you title it. So yeah. So Daniel, what is while you were busy there for a second, I was keeping people explaining the title. So Daniel,
this is a really nitpicky nitpick.
Majora's Mask coming to the Switch. What do we change?
The Andrew Cafe side quest has 2
Get rid
endings.
of it. No, just get rid
of it.
Get rid of the side quest.
Just change it so that you don't have to do it twice. I think it's a very important side quest of the game, and it's one that sticks with people a lot. But in order to 100% complete the game, you have to do it twice. And when you do it the first time, it's great, it's fun, it's emotional, whatever. You do it the second time, it's frankly a pain, and it's a chore. So.
But if you only did it once, then would it be a special? Like if you originally played Majora's Mask, because it's the one side quest that you have to do the entire thing throughout the different days twice.
Yes.
So if you had to do all the things throughout the different days just once, would that set it apart from the other ones to make it feel less special?
I mean, it's a very heavy emotion side quest, and it still carries its own. But I just feel like having to do it 2 times, it loses its steam for me. If they just change it so that one of the endings is a separate side quest on its own, or even that you could just do both endings instead of having to choose between the 2 of them, like just adding it as an extra task in the side quest without having to do all the other steps first and having to redo Seikon's hideout and managing to match up all the days and everything and all the timing perfectly for meeting up with different characters. I just feel like that would be a great improvement for that side quest. I don't want to get rid of it. I love the quest as it is, but just it's redundant to do it 2 times. That's all. Like I said, it's a very nitpicky nitpick, but it's such a big side quest that it's a highlight of the game for me. So
Jesse's like thinking about how to fix it.
Laying it all out there.
All right. So, what would I change to make Majora's Mask better? I would give even more side quests or even more of an importance for Termina Field. whether that's like right now, like the only side quest in Termina Field is like carrying the powder keg to the rock, I guess.
Wait, oh, which rock?
To get into Romani Ranch early.
That's the thing, is you don't have to carry it all the way there. You can just buy one.
I don't know what I'm
And
thinking
it
about.
goes in your inventory. The one
And
you have
then-
to carry is when you first have to earn having the powder keg as an inventory slot.
Oh yeah.
You carry it to the Goron racetrack.
Well, that makes it
Oh.
even less. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
to do in there.
The only other thing is there's the
The
dancing
bird.
guy,
Yeah.
Kamaru. What's his name? Kamaru? I want to say it's Kamaru, but I can't remember.
He has a
if that's his
weird
name.
mask too.
The dancing guy with the weird mask, his
Yeah.
ghost. You meet
Because
him
it
in
has like
Termina Field.
a neck, and then the head. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's weird.
It just looks
Scary.
weird. That's the only thing I can think of that actually takes place in Termina Field. Every
Kamara
other side
says
quest.
Deku Crossing.
Kamaru. Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah. I think
Camaro, maybe?
just give us more side quests, and then like have some of them spread out. Like don't have everything in Clocktown like it is now. And then a little bonus: put the Great Fairy Sword as not a C item.
Oh, really? You don't like that?
It just felt weird.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't.
I didn't. It doesn't bother me.
Well, it's like, okay, so they made the Iron Boots in Ocarina of Time a C item, as opposed to a gear.
For the 3DS.
Yeah.
Release, yes.
Instead of gear, it's an item. Gear is like the clothes for everyone watching that you put on your tunic and stuff. So instead of part of your gear, it's now an item. So make this, like, do the opposite. Switch it from an item to gear. Yeah, that's my thing. Alright, so
Okay.
back to you, Daniel. Let's try to make these quick.
Things that I don't like.
Kayla's gotta buy shoes.
I do. But Ilya just sent us a message and said that she's free if you want her to join for the mailbag.
Yeah.
Sure.
I tried to type mailbag and then I just got MA and then everything else was like cat.
My laptop's dead, so
No.
I can't
Yeah.
get any messages.
Yeah, I still need to buy shoes today and probably eat because all I've really had was like iced tea.
Yeah. So Ilya, if you want to, I don't know if she's watching. If you want to join in, you can replace Kayla. If Kayla goes early. So yeah.
No.
Daniel, what is your thing that you would
Epona. Needs fixing.
to go? Get rid of her.
No. No. I like
Jesse,
Epona.
stop trying to throw everything we love in the garbage.
Okay, well the
I
thing
like
is,
Epona,
no,
but you
so,
don't. The only thing you need her for is jumping over a fence.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
need to just have more need for Epona.
So here's the thing. I ask, what is like the top 5 things you hate? And then the first thing you say is Epona.
No,
So in my
I-
head, I'm like, why does he hate Epona? Get rid of her.
No. I love Epona. What the problem is that Epona is vastly underutilized in this game. You need her to jump the fence to get into Great Bay, and you need her for the Romani Ranch side quest, and that's it. But she could be used so much more. I think part of why she's underused is because it's not actually faster to use her if you have the Goron mask, but you can't get her before you get the Goron mask.
You can't do those
You need
awesome
to have the
jumps
powder
with her
keg.
either.
And yeah, you can't grow spikes out of your back and roll around at the speed of sound as with Epona. So I get why she's underutilized, because like frankly that's kind of a player's choice thing where you would just rather warp or use the Goron mask, but just put more things, maybe more obstacles that you need Epona or something. I feel bad not using her, because you kind of have, especially because you had Epona in Ocarina of Time and everything, it's like you kind of have a bond with her already, you know? It's like an established friendship that has carried over from game to game, which you rarely see in Zelda.
Except through the story, Epona has no idea who Link is.
Well, you meet Epona as Child Link first in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but you get sent back to the moment you meet Zelda. So you have your memories of Epona, but Epona doesn't remember you.
Well,
You're
I
making
assume
me
they would have.
sad.
I assume
he-
they
like,
would
he-
have grown together, like on their adventure into Termina.
Yeah, they had a few months, I
They
guess.
had some time together. Plus, he knows her song. That's all she.
That's all she cares about.
That's all she cares. She's like, you know the
Like,
song.
oh, I know this person.
Oh. Oh, you know the song? Oh, we're best friends.
You look a little bit different.
I like you.
You-
So- yes. That's my beef.
All right, Kayla, take us out.
I think my last one, which was the one that I was thinking of initially, and then I totally forgot as we were doing this. The saving. I don't
Get
like that I
rid
have
of
to
it.
go to the owl to save.
Don't save the game. Get rid of all saving
Yeah.
in the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everything
no,
has to
we-
be done in one run. No more saving.
Oh, I have played games that way, and it is not fun.
Until
Kind of
Mario.
improved the save feature in the 3DS remake.
Yeah,
Improved it, but didn't fix it completely. Just
Yeah.
Oh,
wasn't bad.
so the Japanese version
Mhm.
didn't have saving at the owl statues?
What?
Yeah.
What?
So the
What?
okay, so Ocarina of Time has 3 save files. Majora's
Yeah.
Mask has 2. The Japanese
Yeah.
version of Majora's Mask has 3 because they changed the way that you save in the game. So hold on. Japanese save file Majora's Mask change. Do 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 do.
My
Program
computer's making a
revision
weird noise.
differences. Let me find it. Alright, so in the Japanese versions, there are 3 save files, whereas the American version restricts you to 2. This, however, comes at a price. Saving at owl statues is not possible at all in the Japanese versions, so you were required to use the Song of Time every time you wanted to save the game. Apparently, that turned out to be really annoying, so owl statues were added to the American version, which necessitated removing the 3rd save slot.
So you're
Okay.
telling
But
me
what about these
that
songs
saving
for-
went from terrible. Wait, what?
The Song of Soaring was used to fly to the statues. You just weren't allowed
Yeah.
to save at
Okay,
the statues.
So it's not that the statues didn't exist entirely. They just added the save function onto the statues as well.
Yes.
So it went from like it seems like that was already terrible. Only being able to save with time, that's horrible.
Yeah, they basically went from like worst case scenario to like, yeah, it's tolerable now.
It's like kind of better. You have like almost checkpoints. You got your little temporary like temp.
Mhm.
What's it called? Temp saves sort of
Mhm.
thing.
And then the
3DS just made
Yeah.
it better.
3DS, you can like warp, like you can jump forward in time to where you need to be.
Yeah, there's that too. And like go actually along the timeline instead of just having to jump to the next 6 a.m. or 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
All right.
wow.
Thank you,
All
Kayla, for joining. Go buy some purple shoes.
Am I getting
Yeah.
kicked out now?
I don't know. It's up to you. You can stay longer if you want.
Yeah, I actually had something I was
I ain't
supposed to
boss,
watch
so-
at 5, so I'm like 15 minutes late for that, but it's all good.
You need
Sucks to
to
suck.
like clear it and come back to this. We can too, but
No, I'm good. It's like
whatever
Ilya.
works. I'm flexible.
Is Ilya on? Oh, she's in the
I don't
chat
know.
talking.
She said she
Okay.
was eating.
One of
Oh,
us.
okay.
One of us.
I want to go eat.
One
I'm
of
so
us.
hungry.
What's a food?
I still haven't gone grocery shopping. I'm suffering.
No.
My
need
Discord
food.
says streaming Fortnite with subs.
Oops.
Yeah, and then your YouTube says that you're streaming Overcooked.
Oops. That's not what it's. What?
If you scroll to the very bottom of it,
It's her.
it's Ilya.
One of us.
Are you home now,
One
Ilya?
of us.
Yeah,
Ah, welcome home.
I am home because I was gone. Why is it on
Welcome.
default?
Uh,
Use the microphone.
Being gone.
Jen C in the chat says this podcast has been fun. Yeah, now it's going to be even better because now's the time where we actually talk to you. Someone in the chat earlier was saying that the podcast would be better if we like answered the questions from the chat, and I said we do that at the very end. I think he got upset, but like there's a part of the podcast specifically for that. So
Yes.
and that's what the super chats were for, like Gibbs earlier, donating to Daniel's Mario Kart funds. What's up, everybody? I am Jesse. We're GameOverJesse, as all of you may know me. We have our co-hosts Daniel and Kayla here. Actually, I'm going to redo that so I can say Chiblima on the edited version.
Okay.
All right, you're just going to keep waiting? Alright. What's up, everybody? I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse, as all of you may know me. Here with us is our co-hosts Daniel and Chiblima. Today, we just finished talking about all of the things that we loved about The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Now, we're going to be talking about the 5 things that we dislike or hate the most about Majora's Mask, or the things that we would change to make better. Actually, that didn't sound good either. I'm gonna do another intro.
I was good. It was good.
No, my brain just cancels out. Yeah.
No.
What's up, everybody? I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse, as all of you may know me. Daniel.
Yes.
All
Sorry.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.